we're gonna talk about forgiveness because he has a great testimony. Just before we go, while you guys getting on, I just want to introduce to you. He has a book for sale, and he has this one, which is publisher. It's called Heading Home. Um, it's his life story on there. It's a bio of himself. Some really cool, not really cool, but amazing stuff that he's been through and how God has taken him through it. Would that be
That's
right?
right.
Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah. And this is the same book, except it's a bigger book. The other publisher, this book here, has 90 less pages. You said, or something like that.
Yeah.
90 less pages. This is more information, and he thinks, and I believe it's very important to have those 90 pages. These books are for sale for $10, or you can donate to his cause, which we're going to talk about later. Anything above $10, you'll get a book, um, and of your choice. And we're going to figure that out. So just let us know. Communicate to Daily Life Church, and we will get that going here. So just so you know, that's what. This will help him raise money for what he's doing, and we will talk about that later. We won't go ahead of the game on that one, so we're going to talk about that. So here we go. Oh, Zoe, yeah, she's on. Big screen now, perfect. My daughters are on, so now I feel proud. But anyway, here we go. Now we can start. Yeah. I'm just wasting a little bit of time because I really want people not to miss this. Share the video, comment, ask questions. We're going to pause and we're going to do our best to answer them. We might not answer them exactly when you're asking them, but we have two people here. Mary's here. Jacob, say hi.
Hi.
Mary.
Hi.
Yeah. So she's going to watch it. We're going to watch it closely, and we're going to answer your questions and pay attention to your comments. So let's get ready for this. And I might miss some of them, and so they're going to raise their hand and pretend we're in a classroom. Anyway, we're going to talk to Carlos. I'm going to ask him if we're going to have an interview here just because what he's been through. They're having fun now. But Colleen also has a big screen. Oh, okay, we're all glad. Hey, I think that's your
Is that your
Spanish there. I can't read
word?
that.
Hola, I know the first word.
Okay.
Say, come on, read it.
Wow.
Mi amor.
No. I had to use my glasses.
Okay.
Now the white. It's blurry.
Okay, what does she saying to us?
Okay.
Hola, mi amor.
Where? Oh, Dalia. Yeah. Hola, mi amor. Hola, honey. How are you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, honey, okay. Hey, say hi to me. I'm Pastor George, by the way. Just kidding. Good to have you on board.
Excited to be here. Yeah.
Yeah, this is so good, isn't it? We had a good talk. You've been here for over an hour with me, and we've just been getting to know each other. And man, it's been good talk, and we're going to have exciting things, like just the things I've been talking about. We've been reviewing a little bit of what we're going to talk about. I'm telling you, this is a story that impacts my heart, and I think it's a whole new level of forgiveness of what he's been through. And I think that sometimes we hold on to those small things, and after today, we're going to let go of those small things, and I think we're going to forgive fast and move forward fast. Amen? Amen. So, number one is this. I want to ask you this. So, Carlos, just tell us about yourself.
Well, I born in El Salvador.
El Salvador?
Yeah, in El Salvador, 1962.
Okay. You're young.
No, almost 58.
Yeah.
Yes. So anyway, I grew up in El Salvador till 29, 30, something like that. But in those time, everything was good. But the thing making move away from El Salvador because of the war.
The war.
The war was crazy. A lot of people know about El Salvador.
Mm-hmm.
12-year fighting.
12 years. Wow.
Yeah, two enemies fighting like enemies. Or you kill me, or I kill you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
Were you ever caught in the crossfire of all that?
Yeah, I knocked a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately, alive.
Alive. Yeah. Praise
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
So that was a good thing, and I think at that point, it's good, really good thing to be alive because we can share that testimony with between all of us, and that's a good thing. But the thing is, after I would just like grow up and I was just up and down, around into the country, but in 1989, the war exploded, and I needed to go out from the country to Guatemala. It was my first time, and I crossed the border
Okay.
to Guatemala. But unfortunately, I had to leave Guatemala because the persecution is still, because I was part of it from guerrilla.
Were you married at this time, or were you by yourself?
Yeah, married,
Okay.
like a common law.
Okay, they came along.
Yeah, common law.
Common law.
Oh,
Yeah,
common law. Okay, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, common law.
Yeah.
So, and then I went to Guatemala, and then because persecution, government, I had to move to United Nations. They pulled me over from Guatemala, just right there to Uruguay.
Hmm.
So I back to El Salvador in 1992 because peace, government, guerrilla, they signed through United Nations. They signed no more fight. And then I decided to return to El Salvador and see. But unfortunately, El Salvador at that time was in ruin. This is totally hard to leave and to start again because, start all over again.
Mhm.
And then I decided to leave the country again, like looking for the north.
Hmm. Cool.
Yeah.
So we have
Yeah.
we have somebody watching from Chile, Charles.
Oh, really?
You know him?
What? No.
No. He
What
says,
is his name?
He said, "Hello, Carlos. You are amazing." Charles Alberto.
Oh, Charlie, Chile. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. It's, my wife, son.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Welcome online, guys.
Exactly.
Where is Chile?
Yeah.
Where is that?
Chile is, Argentina. somewhere
Okay.
over there, yeah.
Well, that's great. Welcome
Yeah.
here, guys.
Yes.
That's so good to see.
So anyway, just I moved to, I crossed the border to hard time to get, people who walk all the way through from our countries, from the south, looking for the north, they had to cross Mexico. This is the worst country to cross.
Wow.
Too much mafia, too much
Yeah.
gangsters
Yeah.
around, and that's horrible. You had to learn it to survive and cross the country safely to get into United States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all that is in your book?
All that in my book.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So again, guys, only $10. It's going to be an amazing read. If you buy it, you can read it to me because he doesn't have it on audio. but yeah, no, that's good. We're gonna move on here, okay?
For sure.
Yeah. And so then, when did you come to Canada?
Well, I came to Canada in 1993.
93. Okay.
November
Cool.
1993.
So was that the first time you experienced cold?
Actually, I live in Nebraska.
Oh,
when
okay.
I was living in the United States.
Okay,
I
yeah.
was in Nebraska for around 3 months. But it's like cold, but never like Manitoba. Manitoba is terrible.
It's terrible, yeah. Except this year. This year's been good so far.
So far.
Like being Manitoba under 30? No, 30, 40 sometime, minus 40.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good. So you went through all that in your life. You went through watching war happen, all that. When did you become a Christian? When was that?
Well, when I came to Winnipeg, Winnipeg there are a lot of people, Spanish people,
Mm-hmm.
and I heard about church, Elim. That's the name, church, and my pastor, Houston Oriana, was from Guatemala. I said was because he passed away
Okay.
a few years ago. Yeah, and I started to accept it to church, and I started to believe it and believe that God is real.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
so what year would that have been?
for me.
What year would have that been?
Oh, that was in 1994.
Okay.
Not the beginning, 1994.
Right on.
Yes.
Good stuff. Yeah. So we're gonna go on here because there's a lot to talk about today.
Absolutely, there are a lot, and I think I am a little bit jumping too much,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah. I'll keep you in order.
for sure.
Yeah. I'll keep you going here. And so we got lots to talk about because you have a big story that you want to work with and that we want to talk with. And so we're gonna open ourselves up to that a little bit. And we're gonna talk about forgiveness. So this book is to do it's prior to the story we're talking about now. This book was written before what we're going to talk about now.
That's right. Yeah.
But this book will support what you're doing for 2020. But anyway, we're going to talk about that more. But just so you guys know, just remember I put a PayPal link on there on Facebook, and that PayPal link, anything coming in, just put Carlos how do you say your last name again? Rivera on your notes on PayPal, and if you want to donate 10 or more dollars for his cause, and our church will reimburse him and give him that money just so that we can support him for the cause that we're going to talk about. So just remember it's on there. Just look on the feed and you'll see that on there. So how important do you think forgiveness is?
It's something like, not much people talk about this, especially is forgiveness is not too often people talking about. But for me is for a lot of reasons, specifically reason that can help to be happy, to have a happy life, to be in peace, to feel comfortable, to feel that in your heart, to get healing that kind of injury that is inside. And but not just for that. This is let us say, for example, for two people, let us say from cause the someone who make damage.
Damage, yeah.
And yeah, and he got hurt, I get hurt, right? But for me, to get healing, is have to be I have to forgive this person to get healing also as well.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing. We want to talk in a few minutes about exactly about what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, very important to forgive someone because I know that is a like kind of process. It's like a take a time, but at the meantime you have to finally go and end up right there. You know when to find that your peace and feel established in your life.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just have to set something
Yeah,
a
go
little
ahead.
bit. Yeah, just get better voice in here. So there we go.
Sounds
Perfect. So that forgiveness, but do you feel forgiveness is a beginning of something?
I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so when we talk about forgiveness, sometimes we talk about little things, right? And actually, little things become big things, and so they become huge, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard to forgive for little things.
Is for Christianity, it's difficult. To do the step to start it. It's hard because people, even when they believe in God, even when they knew that God forgave them, but people they don't really feel like they don't have that kind of law we needed to have to forgive. I think that the main thing we have to know, we have to feel, we have to think about that, how much God loves us. And then we can start to love somebody else and say, and say, hey, look, I forgive you, that no matter, because we had to do that. we not there any kind of limitation at that point.
Mm-hmm.
That's no matter what the person does, we have to go through, follow that teaching, God teaching us a lot of kind of thing we have to go through to forgive somebody.
Yeah, for sure. I find it so important because I find that it's easier to forgive right away than wait a couple of years. Because if you forgive right away, it's not hanging on to you as tight. So I would recommend that we would forgive almost right away because otherwise we hang on to it and it becomes harder to forgive.
Of course, yeah, let us say, to me personally, my heart get like kind of crushed,
Yeah.
just like that, no. And but what I think is for people, for a father who lost a child, I think it is the most, it's like the most unfair, very unfair things.
Yeah, go on, with that, let's go there. Let's go
Yeah,
there.
for sure.
Tell us about your son. Tell us the story about how you lost your son and so forth, and just kind of let the people watching here know what happened. So, and then we're going to talk about the forgiveness that you want to represent and stuff like that.
Sure, yeah. When we talking, I will go a little bit back a little
Yeah,
bit.
absolutely. Yep.
When we talking about forgiveness, for example, we can forgive, no? Let us say a little thing, you know. But forgive something. We're talking about the murder for my son.
Mm-hmm.
That hurts.
Yes.
Let us say sometimes people can die because car accident, because heart attack, something like that. But when somebody get kind of murdered, I won't say here how.
No.
I mean, describe more in detail how that happened about to my son, but I know that hurt.
Yeah.
That's why I say it like kind of crash. It like it's a disaster. It's a huge injury that not easy to get healed. But now it is like a past 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I know that the Mister who committed the crime, he I know now he's in jail, and I know, to forgive him. I know saying I am not proving his action.
No, you don't approve his action.
Totally not, because it's not like that. But what I'm saying is sometimes the reason why I forgive him, because no, it's probably just his fault.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe his parents, for example. Let us say today, what were we talking before?
Yeah.
People, sometimes parents, we are responsible for kid action,
Mm-hmm.
because parents, they never take care about them. They don't really care. They leave it alone. They leave it doing whatever they want. Everything's fine. Nothing happens.
So what you're saying is sometimes when the parents are hurting and you don't parent the kids, they hurt, and then they respond accordingly because you're not acting upon it. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I believe it. I can see that situation in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now I mean the who commit this crime, I know he for a lot of people probably they won't understand exactly, but in my inside I feel that desire,
Mm-hmm.
because we are the same creation, we are the same God creation. It's nothing. Maybe some people can say, oh my goodness, what are you talking about, right? I heard it. People tell him, it already told me, hey, what's going on, me? What are you thinking? You never love your son? Yes, I did. I love it very much.
Yeah.
But what I'm doing is if I want to forgive them, let me see. For example, I want to come to see this man. 2 or 3 purposes.
So you want to go
Very.
see this man. So
Yeah, I want to see
okay,
this man
yeah, just
Yes,
wait a minute here.
yes.
So you want to see this man face to face.
face to face.
And so you don't think it's good enough to forgive like this. You just actually want to forgive him personally.
No, I want to see him because I want to express God's words
Okay.
on him and his life. Nobody know what's gonna happen,
Mm-hmm.
but let us say the guy he can say, okay, look, I don't know, maybe he won't cry, maybe he will cry, maybe not, because we don't know what kind of heart he has.
That's right.
But at least I'm gonna feel in my inside that finally my desire, my dream was end right there.
Yeah.
Telling him my forgiveness in person. Who knows if this man needed God?
Mm-hmm.
You think it doesn't know it's gonna be like amazing thing?
Yeah.
If he know God right there, if he say, starting crushing his head and say, hey, look, I really sorry for all that, I don't know what he gonna say. No idea.
Yeah.
But that mean is I bringing him hope.
Yeah.
And that hope gonna be, and who knows that gonna be like impact
Yeah.
in his life.
So you said there were 3
I
reasons
think
why you're going there. So what's the 3 reasons?
salvation.
Salvation is one reason.
Salvation, hope,
Yeah.
and forgiveness.
And forgiveness. And hope.
That, yes. Well, that's hope, salvation,
Yeah.
and forgiveness.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 things I would like to share with him, just like face to face.
Mm-hmm.
I know, again, I don't think that is just his fault. This is the evil is around in this world,
Mm-hmm.
committing a lot of kind of crime, but I understand. No, it's just because probably his decision, not because probably this man is carrying out a lot of problems by his parents or family, or because unfunctional marriage. Who knows?
Yeah.
So at that point, I can see that.
Yeah. And so when you walk into this place of forgiveness, just like we were saying, and you want to forgive for a murder, you want to let it go. Like I'm sure you've done it in your heart already, but you want to personally forgive him, so he hears it from yourself, and you want to represent salvation to him. But let's look at it a little bit. Like that's a big thing.
It's a huge.
It is a huge thing. It must be, even that itself might bring anxiety. But for us now, we have a hard time for those little things. We have a hard time forgiving little things. And so I would say that if we can forgive, and Jesus did that on the cross. He forgave the ones on the side, right? He forgave the ones that were hanging there. He says, the guy says, let me see you in paradise. And so Jesus forgave the person right hanging on the cross. So he also forgave a murderer. And so I think sometimes we have to think bigger in forgiveness than we have been. That it's a bigger issue, that we need to do it before it becomes to a murder. Start forgiving now, so we don't have bad reactions or bad things happen because we did not forgive. So I think that's huge.
Yeah, and that's why I said sometimes, who I am, do not forgive it.
Mm-hmm.
Who I am to judge.
Yeah.
No, I won't do that. Even that don't mean I didn't love my son.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to do with that. And I know my son, he should do it. Same thing I'm doing here, because I know him. His kind of action before when he was alive. He and that happened in Windsor, Ontario. He very very
Big heart?
very soft heart.
Yeah.
To helping people. He was one of the guy who prepared some kind of event to go New Orleans.
Orleans, yeah.
Hurricane years ago. I don't know when was that.
Yeah.
I think around 2000 something. New Orleans.
Okay, yeah.
Hurricane.
The hurricane, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So he went with a group of guys
Oh, wow.
from St. Clair College in Windsor. So he went there. He's a good guy. So another thing why I saying this? Because he had that kind of heart he had. One day friend, he was killed right there in Detroit, Michigan, right here, Detroit right here. So his friend get shot in Detroit. He was a poor family actually. He was collecting money, my son,
Okay.
collecting money to help this family to get to
So you're not really just doing this for yourself, but you're doing it for your son too.
yeah,
Like you're doing it
absolutely.
because you think your son would have done that. That's awesome.
That's what I believe in
Yeah,
for sure.
for sure. So through all this, like, what did it do to your family when this happened? That was like what year was that it happened?
2006.
2006. What did you guys go through for healing and stuff? Well, how did you get to the point of this?
Well, used to we let it go, the time go,
Yeah.
and for my kid, it's like okay, it's 1 year, another year pass, another year pass. It's feel like healing slow.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was a little hard. Almost 13 years. Take me a lot of time to make some kind of thinking.
Yeah.
You think, and at the same time, complaining to God even. Actually, yeah, I did.
Complain to God?
Well, I did.
Yeah.
I did. I said, God, what are you doing? What happened? Why happened this?
Yeah.
All this to my family, to my son, and I was doing that. I was kind of fighting to myself and asking God, what's going on? But at the time passed, I just waiting and see and trying to submit to God, teaching word, trying to find the some word to make me feel stronger and stronger and stronger. And finally, a couple years ago, I found a lot of scripture in the Bible, and I found it. No way. I said, when I found that, I said, finally, I get this. And I had to go, I understand, I found that I had to open, like, kind of a process, and follow the process, and do that, and finish.
Mm.
And now I know I went through a difficult time, not just with my kids, with myself. It's a bunch of people who was like affected.
Mm.
Hey, look, he was my friend. He was my best friend.
Yeah.
Now, see, but now the thing all changed, absolutely, and that's why. And I am happy because I've been through in the process and end up and good thing, because could be taking the wrong decision and do who knows,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
I heard it. A lot of people took the wrong direction and do the worst
Yeah.
thing.
So you turn to God.
I turned to God. I said, I changed the way of thinking, and I turned it, because before I was thinking, no, that's okay. I can do it by my own.
Yeah.
Everything that's fine.
So you're saying that forgiveness, you need help. You can't do it yourself.
But maybe it can help for a while.
Yeah.
I try it,
Okay.
and that's why I say this, and I confirm this. Men can do a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
but that won't be forever.
Yeah.
That won't be shortly. And any time that gonna be broke up, and then
It starts
start
all
all
over.
over
Yeah.
again.
So you truly feel that God has changed you in your thinking on that. That's so good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's a place of forgiveness that is a story of that And you know, in Matthew 6, it talks about that in verse 14. Jesus himself was saying that for if you forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will forgive your trespasses. What does that mean to you?
You know, well, it's like we have some choice, right? Well, you have to choose one
Mm-hmm.
because I don't wanna after that war. We know that war will end,
Yeah.
and I know that I will die. Like generation third generation have to just pass and come new, all gonna be disappear one day. But for me to go the process is like um, to forgive is the only way. And I know God promised us to compensate
Mm-hmm.
all. He know he will recognize all our feeling, our decision. Even he know everything. What I thinking, he knows.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like that.
Yeah. When we look at the scriptures, even in the Lord's Prayer, right before that scripture, the Lord prayers, it says in verse 12, like, give us our daily bread, but he says, forgive our debts. So you have to do you think you have to forgive yourself in that? Like, do you feel that in yourself you have to let go, and you have to forgive your thinking and your judgments? You have to say, I'm gonna let go of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then it says, as we forgive our debtors, and the debtors that's like what you're doing is you're forgiving somebody that he he owes something, basically. Like, debtor means he's a sinner. He owes a debt, and so you're gonna let go of that debt. You're gonna say you don't owe it no more.
Exactly.
That's gonna be good, but it's probably not easy though. Like, so how long have you been wanting to do this? How long has it been taking?
It's taken 13 years.
So you've been wanting to do this for 13 years already? To go out there.
Sorry?
How long have you been wanting to go to him and forgive him?
Well, yeah, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this has been in your heart for a long time.
Was already, no, when I started was almost 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, when I started writing,
Mm-hmm.
I started to, writing and look at the God word, and then I started to find it. The It's necessary. We have no choice. We can no nowhere. We have this is each one of us. We have to forgive that, and that no matter. It's a little thing or huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what is your goal for 2020?
Well, that's the thing.
So tell us what your dream vision is.
Yeah, that's the thing. 2020. Last year, I was already planning this. I was around trying to sell book. I was around Steinbach, Carman, Winnipeg, Carman, Stona, more than Winkler, or Manitou, all over the area. I was trying to sell them book because I was planning
right here.
2020 go to see this man, and I know that's requiring some financial
Yeah.
money in between because I have to spend the money for traveling, for vehicle. If I go by car or if I go by plane, the same thing. So in 2020, I was looking to finally take the final step to come over there.
What time of year
And
would that be that you're thinking of? What time of year are you thinking of? What month are you thinking?
Well, could be May, maybe assume the summer.
Yeah.
Show up.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna be started. to
So 2020, and have you raised any money yet?
not yet.
No.
No yet. The only thing I have is my vacation. We talk about maybe $1,000.
Yeah.
So that's
So
what's
so
up.
the, and it's been difficult to get people to hear this, right?
Yeah.
It's been hard to get people to listen. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just be honest. So here we are on Daily Life, Tuesday Night Live, and he has a voice today, and I feel it's important for his voice to come across, and he desires to go and face to face, to talk to this person, and I think that would be a closure for you too, right? It would be something that it's a finish line,
Yeah.
and you can finally let it all go and move forward in a whole new way.
That's like yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, and so what do you think you need for raising money? What kind of money do you need? What would it cost for you to drive? Let's even say drive.
It's
Like motels you would have? And,
well, actually, yeah. We talking about all food,
yeah.
gas.
At 2 weeks or whatever you're going to be
Well,
on? Especially
2
when you
weeks.
drive.
2 weeks.
Yeah, it's
But
like
because it is
3 days.
3 days.
Yeah, 3 days driving.
3 day driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, unless if you fly there.
And then I don't know if that gonna be used by myself or my wife. Probably she gonna accompany me. I don't know. Well,
yeah.
that's no idea.
What would you like? Would you like your wife to come with you?
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what kind of money do you think that would take? What?
Maybe maybe $4,000 could be good enough. If I go by plane, cost me over $2,000 ticket.
Okay.
So
Then you would have to rent a car.
and and that's what I don't want it. It sounds like it's gonna be more expensive.
Yeah.
Rent a car or maybe taxis or
Yeah.
I don't know, no idea. But my guess is between 4,000 could
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
2 people.
So you have books to sell, and all that money is going towards that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's those books I've been showing. This one, and if you want this his full version of his book, then you would want this one. It's a different title.
Actually, yes, but the same content. It's
Same content? Okay.
Yeah, this is no big deal. This is the same thing.
I like the way you call yourself a Latino. Integrant. I can't say it. Say it, read it for me.
Immigrant.
Immigrant Latino.
An
So-
immigrant Latino.
That's right. Yeah, and so guys, start asking questions and start commenting. See what we can, and maybe you have some. If you have a question for Carlos, let us know so we can talk more. It'd be great to hear more stories. Maybe you have something that will bring out Jacob or Mary. Maybe you have questions at all about forgiveness or about his story. So what I want to encourage you to do, we are dedicating our PayPal today for this cause, or you can e-transfer us too, whatever way you want. E-transfer is giving at dlchurch.ca, and whatever kind of money is coming in today, and or if you ear tag it for this cause, which you just put his name to it, then we will give it to him so that he can try to raise some money. So every little bit helps. If we can help him a little bit here, and then his next place can help him a little bit, and wherever he goes can help him, that'd be great. So if there's a link, is it still on there? I think so. There's a link on the Facebook comments there. If not, just go to the Facebook page, just press the Learn More button, and then it will take you to the PayPal page. So give today if you want. If you give through Daily Life Church, you get a tax receipt, so you get a benefit. So it's all good. So you benefit both ways. So I would encourage you to support it in any way. And just so you know, if you want a book, anything over $10, you will get a book. Just let us know if you want a book, and then we will try to find you one, and
For sure.
and we'll get it for you.
Yeah, for sure. No, yeah, my desire was make the whole story, but unfortunately, the time was a little bit short. But maybe next time I am able for some kind of request. Yeah. Why
Yeah.
not?
And so just so you know, if anybody's watching there, or if any pastors are out there, or anybody, he would love to come and just share his story. I think it will impact your church. I think it will impact the people around you. I think it will touch people's hearts, especially when there's face-to-face communication going on. I think it will change people's lives, but also change his life by connecting. So I think if you want to or share it with somebody, he's open to invitations, right?
That's right.
And
Yeah.
so this is his first invitation here in this town anyway. We decided to do Facebook Live. So any questions or any comments? Anybody want to? Just so you know, he was with the ministerial meeting here in Morris, so I'm not alone in this. So we have connections here in Morris, and it sounded like people were excited about it. So your pastors that from Morris were involved in this, and we'll see where it goes. So let's support this guy and let's see this happen. You know, we support so many things in life. We do. We support so many things. Why not support somebody like this that just needs a way to get out there to finish his journey that he has, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to bless you because you'll be able to be blessed that.
Yes, and also I want to share a little bit more about it. The reason I wanted to come to see this man also is because I am just at the middle to write my second book.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, and the thing is, I want to share this with all of you guys. How does feel it? I mean, let me tell you one thing. The reason I stop it, no more writing, is because I don't know what I'm gonna write. If I had to come to see this guy, and I don't know how am I gonna feel it in
Yeah.
my inside. I'm most closer come to wherever he is. I don't know what I'm gonna to experiences.
So is your book related to this?
It's related to the trip,
Okay.
my trip.
So basically, your trip will help finish the book.
Basically, is the probably half from the book gonna be something relating to this trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because I wanna share all, all the step by step, how I'm feeling, what happened on the way,
Yeah.
just
That's awesome.
telling them my whole story.
Well, good. Yeah, and he has more than this story. This is just something that has happened to him. But his story, his upbringing, that's all in his book. That one there or this one, that is in there, and you can. It's probably gonna be mind blowing. I haven't read it myself. Just so you know, I can't read books very fast. I only met him Thursday, so just I'm gonna get someone to read this to me because I won't read it myself. But I encourage all the readers out there to find a book and read it. You know, the best way to buy it is just through Carlos himself. We'll try to get some information to anybody that wants to. Just message the Daily Life Church page or email us. We will get the information to you that you need, and we'll help you guys out. Yeah, so that's good. We have some people talking here. God bless Carlos. Hope you sell millions of books. That's from Charles, Alberta.
Okay.
That's good. Awesome. And I believe that. Like, why not just sell all your books?
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, like, why not? And maybe this will help you. Maybe we'll get the word out there, and we will.
Maybe someday we can go to Alberta somewhere.
That's right. Yeah. And then we have people thanking you for it, and they bless you in your journey. And so, anybody else have any questions or comments to this? That'd be great if you did. Like, we are almost up time for today. I hope you understand his language well enough because
I got a lot of problem. I know, I apologize for that.
no, that's good. I think I mostly understood all of it. So did you understand it? Well, there you go. See, we are those kind of people that just kind of interpret you. No.
No, I'm sorry because I was just a little bit jumping down, but
You have so much to tell.
up and down, right? Because but I would like to share more in detail, and that's a good thing. I wish more in detail how I grew up in my own country, the difficult time people had, in the country living that kind of poorness.
So do you speak Spanish better?
That's a good question.
That's good. We have a question here for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have a website or a Facebook page for your stories?
Yeah, Facebook page. Yeah,
Just yourself?
Carlos Rivera E. Capital E. And yeah, that's that.
So that is a like page or is it your page?
My page.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can find that on there. Maybe we can find it and link it there. It's yeah, I think I shared it to you, Colleen. Can you, if you can share that on this page, that page I shared you on the messenger. Can you share that on this feed here? That'd be great. So yeah, they can request to be a friend. Perfect.
Oh yeah, for sure.
When do you think when your next book is going to be written, finished? After the visit, probably.
After the visit, I had to come back and
So are you waiting?
I had to re-edit it.
Re-edit.
Yeah, it's another process. The thing is, because my English, right? So I got a lot of problem to read and to write. So this is the process I do this. First of all, I had to make the whole documentation in Spanish.
Oh my goodness.
Just go there to take your time, and then send it to look for a friend who do the translation.
Okay.
But probably this person he don't have a full English either.
Okay.
Right? So and then he had to but at least we understand better.
Yeah.
Or whoever gonna do a publisher who going to editing, they're gonna it's understandable. That's no problem. But they have to edit it.
Yeah.
So that take not just time but also more money.
So did it cost you quite a bit to get this first book done?
To do this book cost me, maybe people won't say, wow, that's too much. To Amazon, just Amazon, I paid almost $9,000 US.
Wow.
Plus, when I retired this book because I didn't like a few things in Amazon, I World Life Press, they took it, and I paid them almost $7,000 to re-editing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because they make some kind of suggestion and money. So that cost me a few $1,000s.
So where do you need to go to see this guy? That's a question.
Well,
Like,
I'm not sure. Years ago, I talking about a few years, 2, 3, 5 years ago, he was Kingston.
Kingston, Ontario.
Yes, but they moved it.
They moved them.
Somewhere to probably a better place or safety place because he was a little, they considered that the danger.
Yeah, okay.
So they moved probably to Quebec somewhere.
Quebec.
Yeah, but that's somewhere around.
So what Carlos wants to do, he wants to figure this all out, and he wants to know where to go. But he's gonna try it. But it's in Canada basically.
Yes.
So he's gonna find. So really, the cost is not that high in Canada. Though sometimes it's cheaper to go in the States, but but either way, so Quebec and whatever. Yeah. So it's either what do you say, Kingston or Quebec,
Quebec.
But he thinks they moved them to Quebec, so he has to figure that all out.
Yeah.
And he's making all those contacts and trying to find that out. So yeah, he doesn't have a perfect answer where yet. So he's really working hard to get it together. But everything takes money and time to do. So I don't know if that answers your question, but that's as best as answer we got right now. Perfect. Thanks, Colleen, for sharing his Facebook page. So you might have a lot of friend requests. So you better start using your Facebook.
No. Well, not very much, but
No, but we posted it now. So,
okay, good.
So maybe you'll get more contacts. That's good.
For sure. Yeah. And if someone needed to get in contact to me directly, people can email to me at amigoscharlie@hotmail.com, and then we can start from there.
Yes, my phone case has his card. If somebody wants to write that email on there for him, then.
Oh, actually, it's in the card.
Oh, I have it right there. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, can you take that in there? Mary's gonna type in the email for you guys. Give him an email chat, and so we're gonna post that email so you can email him. I tried messaging him and that did not work.
Actually, I connected just before come here.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So now your messenger is working.
It's working right now.
Okay, so you can probably message him too.
Yeah.
Perfect. So now it's all going. I've tried that and I couldn't get a hold of him, but either way, he came on time. Yeah, that's perfect. And so Mary's gonna do that. Is there any other questions that Mary at all or Jacob? Do you have anything that you want to say to this guy?
Yeah, the best thing I want to mention this. The best thing that you can get your book at less price, because that's another thing, right? If you order through Amazon directly, you're gonna pay more money, uh, and I won't get better. I will get some, but very little. So that means if you get in touch to me through email, you wanna pay less money than Amazon. Amazon they have to ship, you have to pay some fees extra on top, and then gonna be a little expensive.
Yeah, and I think it's not even about that. I think it's about he needs the money to do this, and I think the best way for him to make the most money out of these books is if you buy it directly from him, or if you don't know how to get a hold of him, talk to us and we'll help you guys out. And like I said, whatever is gonna come in from PayPal, this, and if you earmark his name on it, especially today, we wanna help him raise some money. So if you wanna buy a book or just give towards this mission, then that's fine. Anything over $10, we will give you a book if you want it. But otherwise, just donate. Just donate for the cause of saying, hey, let's help this guy close this chapter in this journey so he can make a new journey, and so he can finish that book that will actually help a lot of people understand forgiveness and to a whole new level. So it's an exciting time. So let's see that happen. Good. Any closing words? Any words to say goodbye?
Well, one of my wish for each one of them who are in connection. My prayer for you guys, and I believe it, God gonna touch your heart, and you're gonna make some special consideration to do this, because this is not happen often. To come to forgiveness them is, I don't hear it very much, but in my heart that was my feeling, that was my wish, and I'm not doing this just for me, but also I do it for this person as well.
Yes.
I know he will be. I feel sad at that point because he gonna be for life probably, but this has nothing to do with me. That was his decision to do that kind of act. But I feel sorry for him. But I want to come to see. I want to face, talk like a two, friend.
Yeah. Okay, that's all for today. Carlos, why don't you just say goodbye? Maybe just
Pasen muy buenas noches. That's in Spanish. Have a good night, each one of you.
say that again in
And
Spanish.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. That means have a good night.
Yeah.
Okay. Buenas noches, guys. Bless you guys. See you later.